Hi Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another bomb reading. We're using a different spread, Capricorn, and today we are using the Housewife's deck, right? Because we felt guilty because we haven't done any cleaning since October, right? No, I'm just teasing. And so here's the deck, and you don't have to be a housewife or married or even clean your apartment. No. And so and this is a fun deck though. So let's see what we have though. And this is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I'm going to close my eyes and pull a card here, and just to get an astrology card, one of the 12 signs, to kind of see the overall energy here, like what this may be about. Let's see what we have, you guys, for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This one wanted to come out, and we have Gemini. Okay, so we'll leave Gemini there. Gemini can be about decisions. It can be about your willpower and your goals. Yeah, it can also be, it's the third house of siblings, you know, the neighborhood. This probably isn't about that, though, the neighborhood. And it's probably more about decisions, goals, willpower, or communications, right? Gemini rules the third house of communication. That's why we have a lot of people, Gemini, a lot of Gemini in their chart, or Mercury in their chart, who are either, they can be podcasters, writers, right? Anything about communication. And also the mental realm. Yeah. Somebody has a lot of Gemini in their chart, they're going to have a mental type of job. They're not going to be, I don't think so, physical. It's going to depend on the chart though. So let's see what we have. And today we'll use this deck for Sagittarius, for Cancer, for Libra, for Capricorn. Sorry, you guys. This is really for Capricorn, all right? I hope you're laughing. I hope you are, right? I hope you're amused. See what we got for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And yeah, I'm dealing with something and working on it though, right? Yeah, let's see what we got for Capricorn. And we have the storm fields. All right, well, there's some type of, most likely an ending here, and kind of, blowing up like a tornado here, or a volcano. There is a tornado here, and it's happening in somebody's house. Yeah, so it looks like a breakup here. It's called storm fields, and like I said, but here's the path, and it has two different colors. It's checker. So when we see two colors, we know there's two things to fight about, two things to decide on. Do I want this or that? And it is a 9, so it's a completion or an ending. Let's see what else we have. We have come together, an 8. Yeah, 8s are beautiful. 8s are about moving forward and power and progress and change, and come together, Capricorn. Somebody wants to come together with you. Yeah. And maybe, did you do that to their house, Capricorn? I hope not. So this is going to be for anybody who resonates with it, this reading, because it is for the collective. So yeah, here are the two giraffes, and they're kissing, and the 3 hearts are above them, and it's very beautiful. And there is a pelican here at the top, and so kind of interesting. But let's see what else we have. We have ride the wave. All right, ride the wave is kind of like, keep up with it. If there's challenges, just stay on it. Ride the wave. Don't be afraid. It's a 5. It's a 14. So this is a little bit challenging here. Ride the wave. If you want to come together and deal with the storm field over here, something ends and somebody says, I'll let it end because I'm going to ride the wave. Yeah. Right. Okay. And let's see what else we have, Capricorn, for you guys. And so this has been shuffled. And the bottom of the deck is a Chariot. All right, so the Chariot is about movement. It's about a choice in this deck, right? The Housewife's deck is a little different, but it is based on the major arcanas, all right? It's just funnier and kind of old-fashioned romance and stuff like that, right? Which is, for me, beautiful, right? Yeah, it's old-fashioned romance, right? We're not talking about somebody taking away your rights. No, we're not talking about the negative of that. We're talking about the positive. The positive, where yes, a lot of positivity in kind of old school romance, and secretly most women yearn for that. Yes, they do. So the Chariot is a station wagon. If you don't know what that is, because I don't know the last time I saw one on the road actually. I think now they just call them small SUVs or something like that. But it's just a car with a big back, like a hatchback or something in the back, instead of a trunk. And, the kids, went in there, and it's a big car, right? And here it is. They're showing like it looks like a Chevy Impala. But anyway, long story short, these two ladies, these housewives, have gone to the store shopping. They're like neighbors or friends. And here the cans they have are Risk. They have some canned food, right? Yeah, they didn't know any better those days. They had Risk, Gain, and Choice, and Tarot. So somebody makes a choice here, right? And it is somewhat of a risk. Let's see what we have. And today your energy, Capricorn, is the Two of Wands. Now, this could be the other person's because we have two giraffes, remember? Yes, we have two people. The Two of Wands is a crossroads. It's a decision, and she's crying. And she has these two brooms, and one's a broom, one's a mop, and, and she's kind of beat up there, and she's been through a crossroads. She has. And she has to make some sort of a decision. And one's been made here. It's to ride the wave and kind of go with it and deal and, endure the storm, weather the storm. And then you can come together. Okay, now, and this is the self. This is your energy or theirs, but this is about the self. Somebody felt really like it was like a difficult choice, or they felt like I must make this and it's hard for me. And with Stormfields, I could understand. So what you are seeking, Capricorn, or what you're hoping for is judgment. All right, so here we see the beautiful woman. Yes, she is. She's got these red pumps on, and you can just see her legs and her arms. So her torso and her back is a ribeye steak. It's a big, thick one. And this is judgment. So this is and she's on the scale looking down, and it says 0 pounds. Okay, I don't know how she did that. And she's not skinny. She's just beautiful. So judgment is about harsh judgment. That's why she's on the scale. And this is what you're seeking or what you're hoping for. That's interesting. So let's look at why you would be seeking that or hoping for harsh judgment. Somebody could be worried here and hoping they're not going to be judged harshly because they're taking a chance, Capricorn, to be with you. Let's put the Chariot card down here because it's very important here, significant. So the Judgment card, let's have a look at that, right? Yeah, assessment. Okay, so she is trying to look at what you're hoping for. So maybe you're hoping somebody will assess things and ride the wave, and I feel like they are, and make a choice. Now, it can be harsh criticism. The time has come to weigh the facts and yourself. Judgment is about abandoning bad habits. Yes, it is. And accepting yourself for who you really are. In other words, don't seek escapism. Accept yourself, or you got to work on things. That's what that means. Don't look for vices to save you, basically, right? Yeah, and at the same time, don't be modest. Take credit for all your good deeds and valuable traits. This is like self-help stuff, right? This is what you're supposed to do in order to become more whole, right? Or to really build yourself, your self-esteem and self-love. Shed the negative thoughts that weigh you down with their high-calorie burdens. Look at that. This says don't be eating too much. That's what that says. True happiness is more about eliminating low self-esteem than losing those pesky 5 pounds. Okay, very interesting here. So very wise. Let's kind of look at things in a wise way. And this sits in what you're hoping for. So maybe you're hoping to kind of make the right decision here, but coming from like a higher perspective, right? Or coming from a place of self-love, kind of. Not making a decision where, that's what that's about. Not making kind of the wrong decision, but doing it with wisdom. That's really what that's about. Yeah, it's about assessing things with wisdom rather than kind of picking on yourself or, gee, I can't make the wrong decision. Oh, I can't do that, right? So this is what you or this person is hoping for, and that's why we have Stormfields and Ride the Wave. Yeah, just go ahead and do it and act with your better judgment. That's all that is. And 8 of Swords. Okay, so the 8 of Swords is what's helping or hindering you. So the 8 of Swords is this woman who feels really stuck, and she's up here on the bacon wrap or the olive wrap. And so she is the housewife who is making these kind of hors d'oeuvres for the party, and she feels stuck with the toothpick. She's actually part of the hors d'oeuvre. So the 8 of Swords talks about somebody who wants to release themselves or free themselves. And what is helping you If somebody's making a decision to ride the wave with you, they are freeing themselves, Capricorn. They are going, because this is taking a chance. And they did. They made a decision with the Chariot, or you did. I'll just say today in this reading, you made a decision, and or they did. I'll just say they did. But just understand that it's you or them. That's it, right? So here with this Eight of Swords, somebody makes a decision to free themselves, and this is helping them to be available. It could be helping them to think clearly, like I need to free myself from some situation and release it. That's what the Eight of Swords is, releasing your own repression. Somebody could have been like not thinking very much of themselves over here, maybe vicing it too much, drinking or something, kind of hiding in their little kind of sadness a little bit, could be. And so they take on the storm fields and they ride the wave. And it requires a release. Yes, it does. So the Knight of Swords is right here. Let's look at that Eight of Swords and just see how they are kind of whipping that up here, and what they're kind of, indecision. Wow. So this is what is helping or hindering you. So somebody, self-restriction, no-win situations. So for me in this reading, somebody feels stuck in their life and they feel like, I can't stick around. It's a no-win situation, so I'm going to ride the wave so I can come together with Capricorn right here. Very cool. And let's see, we have the external influences is the Knight of Swords. So Capricorn, you look like you're dealing with a bad boy type here. Now look at him. He looks like he's got his, black leather jacket on. He's got his jeans on, his white t-shirt, and he flipped out the switchblade and he's on his Harvey. Not Harvey, he's on his Harley Davidson, right? So this is the Knight of Swords, and he's got this big pompadour, and that is from the 50s, right? And maybe early 60s, but I feel like more 50s. But long story short, here he is, and he's pulling up on, and he's a bad boy, right? Doesn't mean he's really going to do anything with that, but he's showing you kind of, I'm kind of a bad boy type. And here are these two girls in the back, and they are looking at him like, wow, it's the best thing I've ever seen. The cutest man or whatever I've ever seen, the coolest since sliced bread. And, one of them's about 11, right? And so this card talks about, and the other one's maybe, 13 or something, 14, maybe 15, much taller. And their hearts fluttering, and, they're holding their hands like, wow, like, ah. So, this is about external influences. Somebody here, this is how you see yourself, Capricorn, or how this person is seeing themselves. I beg your pardon here. The external influences was like a release. That's what that's about. I feel stuck and I need to release. So here we have how you're seeing yourself is the bad boy, but this is that person, or you. I'm not sure. Maybe you are seeing yourself. You could be a woman too, and just kind of seeing yourself as the bad guy or something, right? The bad chick. And so this card, what it means is that there's the mothers of these the mothers of daughters in town pray that their daughter will never end up pregnant or with a man like that. So they're a lot younger. So, right. So this is about worry about a bad boy. So somebody could be seeing themselves here. Maybe they're worried about how you're going to judge them. Maybe they were the bad boy. Something like that, because one of you guys is seeing yourself as the bad boy, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, and so egotistical, cocksure. You guys know what cocksure is? Yeah, cocksure, like somebody with a lot of ego, right? Cocksure, that's funny. They don't use that anymore. They don't use that word anymore. You probably can't use it. You probably get in trouble. That's how kind of silly and extreme things are. But rebellious, yeah, a rebel with a cause, a Knight of Swords rides into town full throttle, never looking back. He's all swagger, swill, and sexiness, the bad boy from the wrong side of town that mother warned you about. Yeah, somebody is seeing themselves here as some with a lot of ego here. And they could be afraid that this is a risk that will not work in their favor. And this goes over here, and that's why I got confused here. So this actually is the external influences. Somebody here, Capricorn, I beg your pardon, somebody here is the bad boy in this reading. Yeah, I put the Chariot card here and Thought that's part of the spread. That's not. That is at the bottom of the deck here. Come on, Denise. So, but yeah, this is the external, and not how you see yourself. You're like, oh, good, I don't see myself that way. Oh, great. Great, power in life. Let's see what we have here. Let's see the past. Let's look at the past. Now let's look at how you see yourself. Yeah, okay. Six of Swords, saying goodbye. Okay, somebody here is saying goodbye. It's this person who is the bad boy is saying goodbye to somebody and they want to come together with you, or you are doing it. But we see the Six of Swords. Look at her face over here. She's waving goodbye. This is about a transition and walking away from something that is not good anymore. Excuse me, and walking towards something that is better. It's like a sacrifice. And sixes are recognizing, like, wow. And that's what she does here. So she went through three little modes here. First she goes, what? Maybe I should walk away from what I'm dealing with. What? Should I? You could tell, look of confusion. And then in the second picture, she opens her eyes like, that might be a good idea. And in the third picture, she's like, hot damn, I'm doing this, right? So here she is waving goodbye, and she has her bag here. Yeah, and that is how you or your person is seeing themselves. Somebody's walking away from somebody, and that is what the storm fields is all about. Or they're walking away from something, right? And it is a risk. So maybe they're walking away from where they live across the world, or a big career, or maybe friendships even that were in the way, possibly, of this situation, right? Yeah, somebody could have been a bad boy here. This is the external. And maybe people were talking a lot of schmuck or something like that. And they're willing maybe to walk away from those friends. It is definitely a possibility. All right, so let's see what we have. And now we have the past, Capricorn. The Nine of Swords, it's worry. And here's the mother-in-law. There may not even be a mother-in-law in this reading. This is the housewife's deck, right? And she always has one. And this one is, she's a little vicious here. She's holding her knife, but it's really indicating worry. Yeah, it is. Anxiety, that's what it's about. And we have the future. The future is the Seven of Wands. This is challenges. Because they're showing the toilet bowl with 7 toothbrushes. All right, so it's a little hard to do that and to clean that. So this is in the, let's look at that in the future. There's a challenge here because somebody's riding the waves. Remember, riding the wave with you, and they have taken some sort of a risk. And let's see what they say about the Seven of Wands. And this is challenges, fighting back, and crisis. This is sitting in the near future. Somebody fights with somebody here in this reading. Yeah. They're like, you clean the toilet. Just kidding. That's not really the fight. It's not. All right. So let's look at what's hidden, Capricorn. Let's see what's hidden here. Somebody could be dreaming about you in this reading too, Capricorn. The moon is here at the bottom of the deck now. And that is someone who's dreaming about their love or about somebody they're in love with. We have the Star, and this is sitting in what is hidden. This is admiration, and this is recognition too. Somebody is recognizing you here, Capricorn, as their other half when we see come together, or they want to try at least. They want to see. They do. And what you've learned, Capricorn, or what they've learned, is the Strength card. Somebody's learned to be strong, courageous, right? Good, because that's what life's about. Life's about living life to the fullest and getting your courage, and however you get it, but you get it through self-love. You get it through being whole, and it starts with self-love, and that's the part that everybody needs to figure out. Well, how do I get to self-love, right? And yeah, it's more than just saying I like myself. It's a lot. So, and you know, it can definitely be achieved by anybody. Determination, conviction, and power. This is sitting in what you've learned. Somebody has learned to have personal power in this reading. And it's possible here that they were judging themselves for something that they've done, not recognizing you here possibly, right? And so in the potential outcome is temperance. And temperance in this deck is, it's the cake mix, right? So into the cake mix is joy, justice, anger, and sorrow. So temperance is about balance, and this is in the potential the potential outcome. There's going to be like a balancing and maybe a truce with somebody, Capricorn, but things are going to come together and they're going to be balanced out. And yeah, they are. Let's see what they say about temperance in this particular deck. And temperance is showing up. Cooperation, compromise, and sympathy. Look at that, sympathy. So maybe you're going to have some sympathy for somebody who looks like they really love you, Capricorn, and that they screwed up. And that's how this reading looks here. And they screwed up and they have judged themselves harshly right here for doing this. And they're growing. They've become, much stronger. That's what life's about, right? Yeah, hopefully it doesn't take, it doesn't take too long, right? Because, let's see what they say about this temperance. Add equal parts joy and sorrow, anger and forgiveness. Yeah, you're going to, sympathy, you're going to forgive this person, Capricorn, or they're going to forgive you. That's really how it looks here. Yeah, we're going to end this reading. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. A very cool reading, Capricorn. I feel like it was. And to hit the little bell in order to receive all my notifications. Get your past life reading. Very powerful experience. And so are the psychic readings. Yeah, they are. Thanks so much for joining me here, you guys.